want a microphone, morning. I just want a microphone, morning. Take the mask off your face and look at me face to face. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Put a smile on your face when you're moving from
affairs in Tobago, Trinidad and the region.
With the perfect conversations to complement your morning routine. I am Candice Jackson.
And I am Denise Dempster. Here's a look at your news in 90 seconds.
A full rollout of services for the Roxboro Hospital is expected by June 1st. Medical Chief of Staff for the Roxboro Hospital, Dr. Nathaniel Duke, says upon accepting the position in January, he discovered that there were defects with the facilities for inpatient services. A lot of remedial works were needed to be done, along with the settling of outstanding contract issues. The shipment of necessary equipment was also delayed by international shipping issues. However, Dr. Duke promised that by April 1st, persons can see a phased rollout of services with pharmaceutical, gynecology, pediatrics, and dialysis services. By June 1st, the hospital will be fully operational with emergency services and a full complement of staff. Castara Fishing Facility will be named after a community icon, Selwyn Manswell. The fishing facility in Castara was completed recently and allows fishermen access to state-of-the-art facilities for vending, processing, and the handling of fish. Since it has been opened, fishermen thought the building ought to be named after Manswell, as a way to recognize the many contributions he made to the community. The Division of Food Security, Natural Resources, the Environment, and Sustainable Development agreed to the request by fishermen. A special ceremony will be held on Monday for the naming of the facility. Now on to news from Trinidad. Improvement in the availability of foreign exchange can be expected shortly. Minister of Finance Calm Imbert will be approaching the Exim Bank in a couple weeks' time to increase the allowance of forex for businesses including micro, small and medium-sized businesses. Currently, only importers of essential items and exporters are given priority for forex. However, due to the rising cost of shipping around the world and the unrest brewing between Russia and Ukraine, Imbert believes it is necessary to allow access to foreign exchange for productive purposes. And that is news in 90 seconds.
This has been a major development with the foreign exchange because a lot of people have been complaining, especially businesses, that they would not get in, not necessarily enough foreign exchange, but sometimes they would not even get in foreign exchange at all. And as you stated earlier, that the supplies out there are increasing and therefore you need something to supplement that cost. So what are we going to do? What is the next step? What necessary changes need to happen? And I'm very happy that the minister, he is doing something about the situation to, ease the stress, ease the tensions between businesses and their ability to get foreign exchange.
But of course, it's left to be said, or seen rather, how much of that increase is going to be available to businesses. Because, you talk to any businessman and they say that one of their major complaints right now is the access to foreign exchange, because supplies for a lot of things are not available within Trinidad and Tobago. Even though we try to support more local and so on, a lot of the raw materials, a lot of the goods needs to come from outside because we just don't have that capacity to manufacture all those things that we may need here in the small Trinidad and Tobago that we have. So hopefully that this allowance would be enough to meet the needs of businesses, and it's great that micro, small and medium-sized businesses will be able to access this a bit more.
Yes, most definitely. Switching gears a little bit, a lot of things is happening at the Roxboro Hospital. I know yesterday in the interview with Julian and Rhea, it was stated that they are looking to do a phase opening, a phase rollout, starting from the April 1st, and then they will move forward to fully opening June 1st. I know a lot of people on that Eastern is very excited because they have been asking rather, for a hospital on that side for a very long time. Some people said that it's very, unfortunate to have an accident up there and try to rush to go to the hospital down there. So having something that is provided for the country people or some people on the East End is a major development. I'm happy that we've come a long way.
Right.
It's very exciting to see the developments in Tobago's economy, especially given the fact that when you look at it from a young girl to now, it's like we've come a long way, and you're happy for your Tobagonians, you're happy for your people.
And we recently had a minority leader complaining about the fact that, Roxboro Hospital has not yet been open, and even, in a way, taking the Secretary of Health, Dr. Faith B. Israel, to task, so to speak, because she was one of those advocates before the THA elections calling for the Roxboro Hospital to be put into operation. And now that she's in, he said that, well then what's the whole up? You're there now. But we're glad now that we could finally have that information, so we can have like that phase rollout, starting on April the 1st with gynecology, pharmaceutical, pediatric, and so on, and then moving on to June 1st when you can have those emergency services available, and we could see that full rollout of the hospital. But on to our discussions this morning. This morning we're going to be focusing a bit on police brutality, and then we're going to have a conversation with the director of the PCA, Mr. David West, who is going to tell us a little bit about what's going on there with the Police Complaints Authority and how things are being handled.
And then we'll also be chatting with Attorney at Law Tanya Lee Williams. She's also going to give her insight because, sometimes we as people and individuals don't necessarily know what our rights are. So it's very good to have an insight on the do's and the don'ts, what is appropriate, what is not, what you can say no to. So we're going to be having those discussions today, so stay with us. We'll be right back after the break.
Are you looking for that all-in-one shopping experience? Then look no more. Visit Lamb's Best Mart for your grocery items, fruits and vegetables, drinks, home items, stationery, gift items, hampers, shopping gift cards, toiletries, small hardware items, and much more. We provide order and pickup service, even delivery to your door. We are your friendly community supermarket. Check us out today at Lamb's Best Mart, located at 22 Daniel Trace Canby, or visit us on social media at Lamb's Best Mart.
Pot it with American Stores. Enjoy this fantastic, amazing offer. 3 items for one low price. Pot it with us at American Stores.
We're here in Study Park Nurseries. It's a state-owned nursery where we provide seedlings such as cedar, mahogany, teak, both for use in state plantations for reforestation purposes and for private purposes for the people that we call private landowners who practice agroforestry, whereby they plant timber species intermixed with their agro crops. So in the short term they will have their agricultural supplies, and in the long term they have timber species. We gotta do seagrapes or the beach and those areas to help mitigate the erosion. The seagrape, the almond, seaside mango, they all assist in mitigating against these climate change and the erosion, coastal erosion.
I faked a migraine to skip my in-laws' anniversary.
I call all my girlfriends babe, so I don't mix up their names.
I always pick fights before my boyfriend's birthday, so I don't have to buy him a gift.
Some secrets are too good to keep, like the KFC secret recipe bucket with 9 pieces of chicken and 5 regular sides for $129. Only at KFC.
Welcome back to Good Morning Tobago on Tobago Updates. Joining me virtually is the Director of the Public Complaints Authority, Mr. David West. Good morning to you, Mr. David West, and welcome.
Thank you very much.
Okay, I'm not hearing Mr. David West, so, okay, all right. Mr. West, I know that you would have had a public consultation recently. So could you tell us a little bit about that consultation?
Sure. We had our first virtual consultation last week where we covered a variety of topics. And of course, what I wanted to bring to the attention of the people of Trinidad and Tobago was that we have new amendments in place that were passed in Parliament last year, which really allowed our investigators to gather more evidence in a much more efficient manner. Also too, and most importantly, I think one of the big amendments were that we are now, the PCA are now an interested party in coroner's inquests. And if you know, an inquest happens when a death occurs not naturally, and it's sent to the coroner to determine whether or not it should go to the DPP or not. So what has happened is that we can now be involved in those inquests, and many times police-involved shootings, in the PCA, we investigate all of those shootings. So we have all the evidence and all the witnesses. Very beneficial to both the court and to the police. Also, too, we have rebranded. You know, we have put an I in front of the PCA, which means we're independent. So we want to show the public that we are an independent institution and that there are no police officers working in the PCA. Let me repeat that. There are no police officers working in the PCA. Okay?
Now, okay. One of the things that the public is very concerned about is that when they have complaints of police brutality, they are not sure that their complaints are being heard, are being taken care of. Can you tell me a little bit about how many of those cases you guys have been able to deal with, and what has been the outcome on a general sense?
Sure. Well, I could tell you for the last calendar year from January 21 to December 21, we've had over 1,000 complaints, and that is a huge amount of complaints made to the PCA. Now, not all that 1,000 initial reports was turned into complaints, but we have had an increase in the complaints made by the public about the police, mainly because what we have done is we have introduced our app, which was around for about 3 or 4 years, but because of the COVID lockdown, we pushed the use of the app very much. And also too, we also have our website, which is an interactive website where you can go on and log on to www.pca.org.tt, and you will be able to make a complaint and see all the information about the PCA. Now, of course, a lot of complaints, when they make a complaint, we do investigate, and once after the investigation is completed, we either send it to the Commissioner of Police for a disciplinary matter, or to the DPP if we find that there's a criminal offense has taken place, or if there's no case to answer, we close the matter.
Okay, can you give me an idea of some of the cases you've had to handle from Tobago, and what were some of the results?
Sure. Many of the cases we find in Tobago are misbehavior in public office, assault by beating, perverting the course of justice. Now, there were 2 matters, 2 shootings, 2 police-involved shootings last year, and those matters are being investigated right now, 1 fatal and 1 non-fatal. But by and large, matters from Tobago are investigated and are sent on to either the DPP or the Commissioner of Police. I don't have the figures right now in front of me, but I could get that for you, on a later date.
All right. Persons are often struggling with being able to trust the PCA, or at least to be able to trust an authority to investigate their complaints. What assurances can you give?
Well, Ms. Jackson, sorry, I don't think that's a fair comment, because the PCA has seen an increase in complaints. During the last calendar year, we had 57 initial reports from the people in Tobago, which is quite a lot. And we have also recently now, we have hired a new complaints officer, Mr. Kwesi Devines is joining the PCA and is in Trinidad right now training, and is going to go back next week. We have investigators that go over at least twice per month to do their investigations in Tobago, and we have been getting quite a good feedback from Tobago. We have also done outreach programs in the past in Tobago, and I've also been on interviews in Tobago recently, in the past. So I think Tobago, we have a good relationship with Tobago, and I think the public does trust the PCA, and I know Mr. Devines will be tasked with even bringing that trust even greater when it comes to dealing with the PCA. Let me just reiterate that there are no police officers working in the PCA. Your complaint will be confidential, kept confidential, and the police will not be involved until we have to make a determination whether or not to default the police officer. If he is defaulted, well, then natural justice demands that he be told of the complaint against him and he can answer to the complaint.
Can you give us an idea of what is the process? When someone comes to you guys, makes a complaint, what happens next?
Sure, and that's a great question. So you can make a complaint in several different areas, different ways. You could make one via the app. You could come in and walk into the PCA at Bacalet in Scarborough, Tobago, or in Port of Spain, or you can email in a complaint, or you could even write in a complaint. Once the complaint comes to us, our complaints officer looks at it and determines whether or not it's within remit. That is, whether or not it's a serious police offense, it's a criminal offense, or it's political corruption or police corruption. Once it falls within the complaint, that remit, then we send it to our legal department, who looks at the complaint again to make sure. Okay? The legal department then sends it across in the investigations department, and they have on it, and they tell the investigator what is the remit. That is a neglect of duty, it's assault by beating, it's misbehaving in public office. The investigator then looks at that complaint and investigates that complaint within the remit. Once that is done and he finishes the investigation, it goes back to legal to make sure that he has covered all the bases and that all the elements of the offense have been made out. Legal then writes a memorandum to the authority, that's the deputy director or myself, with the whole investigation and their recommendation. We look at the recommendation, we go through the file in detail and make sure that once we come to a recommendation, we are satisfied that the recommendation is a correct recommendation, which would be either to send it to the Commissioner of Police for a disciplinary matter or the DPP for a criminal matter. Or if there's no evidence disclosed in the offense, in the complaint, we close the matter.
Would you say that some of your work has helped or not, whatever the case may be, but how has it affected the way that the police officers deal with the public?
Well, definitely the police officers are now, I've been here for about 5 years now, 6 years, and there has been a change in the reception of the PCA to the police by the PCA. And what has happened is that the police now they realize now that the PCA is there to assist them so that when a complaint is made, we get the truth of the complaint, the justice of the matter. For example, Mr. Hines, Honorable Mr. Hines, Minister of National Security, just said that they got 1,000 body cams, which is great, because body cameras, we have been pushing for body cameras for the longest while, Because body cameras, once used properly and effectively, it tells you what happened at real time. So therefore, we can decide whether or not what the complainant is saying is the truth or what the police officer is saying is the truth.
All right, and how long do you think before police officers can get body cams throughout the system, if you are aware of that information?
Well, I know it's a start, and I know, I guess, budgetary concerns and constraints are an issue, but I'm hoping by about in the end of the year, at least 50 to 60% of the police service should wear body cams. What I'm saying, though, is that the body cam should be on the frontline officers, the operational officers, the IATF, the task force officers. They are the ones that should have the body cams first, and then you roll back to the lesser officers who deal with the police officers, deal with the public, on a daily basis.
When there's an incident occurring, is it okay for the members of the public to record, let's say, on their devices?
Definitely, and we encourage the public to record all incidents on their own personal devices. As long as you're not interfering with or obstructing justice, you can use your cell phone. The police cannot take your cell phone or tell you to stop recording. You are within your right to record all events that transpire with the police service.
If the police officer takes away the phone or instructs that person to stop recording, how should that person react?
Well, the person, as I said, the person can use his cell phone. If the officer takes away the phone, a report should be made to both the police station and to the PCA that this officer unlawfully took your phone. That's a larceny, that's theft. And then you come to the PCA and we will investigate the matter. But civilians can use their cell phones.
All right. Well, Mr. West, I want to thank you so much for joining us this morning for this interview. It was a pleasure speaking with you. And viewers, don't go anywhere. Denicia will be right back after the break.
Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
Rest easy at American Stores. Up to 20% off. Outstanding discounts on selected Serta, Sealy, and Therapeutic mattress brands. Check us out today at American Stores, where we make quality living affordable.
It's a different type of thing down there. And we party till we drop down there. With a lot of pretty girls down there. Down in Tobago.
Morning, good morning, put a smile on your
we're here in Stanley Park Nurseries. It's a state-owned nursery where we provide seedlings such as cedar, mahogany, teak, both for use in state plantations for reforestation purposes and for private purposes for the people that we call private landowners who practice agroforestry, whereby they plant timber species intermixed with their agro crops. So in the short term they will have their agricultural supplies, and in the long term they have timber species. We're going to do sea grapes or the beach and those areas to help mitigate the erosion. The sea grape, the almond, seaside mango, they all assist in mitigating against these climate change and the erosion, coastal erosion.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
Very fruitful conversation this morning regarding police brutality and how persons should handle complaints.
Yes, most definitely. And I hope persons have some takeaway that even though whether or not you may be guilty and you are a victim of excessive force from the police, that you have a right to speak up and say something, because at no circumstances should you be subjected to police brutality. We are all human beings and we should be able to have a say when something is off.
Right, and there are processes in place to deal with such complaints. But in the meantime, we are going to be going to Rhea and Juliet soon. And you know where they are, Denicia?
Yes, I do, at Nyland Pool.
Yes, they are going to be in the Nyland Pool. Oh my goodness. Are we going to go there?
Are you?
Possibly. You never know. You might see us joining us there. We'll just take a quick change and go there.
Yes, most definitely.
Alright, anyways, that's it for us folks. But please, please, please don't go anywhere, because right back we have a very exciting show planned for you with Rhea and Julian in the Nyland Pool. You certainly do not want to miss it. So stay with us.
I just want a microphone. Morning. I just want a microphone. Morning. Take the mask off your face and look at me face to face. Good morning. Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning. This world is getting so cold. I wanna keep running like a soldier. Somebody must have touched my soul, 'cause there ain't no stopping till it's over. I wanna get up out my chair.
Spot it with American Stores. Enjoy this fantastic, amazing offer. 3 items for one low price. Spot it with us at American Stores.
Are you looking for that all-in-one shopping experience? Then look no more. Visit Lamb's Best Mart for your grocery items, fruits and vegetables, drinks, home items, stationery, gift items, hampers, shopping gift cards, toiletries, small hardware items, and much more. We provide order and pickup service, even delivery to your door. We are your friendly community supermarket. Check us out today at Lamb's Best Mart, located at 22 Daniel Trace Canby, or visit us on social media at Lamb's Best Mart.
I faked a migraine to skip my in-laws' anniversary.
I call all my girlfriends babe, so I don't mix up their names.
I always pick fights before my boyfriend's birthday, so I don't have to buy him a gift.
Some secrets are too good to keep, like the KFC secret recipe bucket with 9 pieces of chicken and 5 regular sides for $129. Only at KFC.
Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
Rest easy at American stores. Up to 20% off. Outstanding discounts on selected Serta, Sealy, and Therapeutic mattress brands. Check us out today at American stores, where we make quality living affordable.
It's a different type of thing down there. And we party till we drop down there. With a lot of pretty girls down there. Down in Tobago.
Morning, morning, good morning, morning. Put a smile on your
We're here in Stanley Park Nurseries. It's a state-owned nursery where we provide seedlings such as cedar, mahogany, teak, both for use in state plantations for reforestation purposes and for private purposes for the people that we call private landowners who practice agroforestry, whereby they plant timber species intermixed with their agro crops. So in the short term they will have their agricultural supplies, and in the long term they have timber species. We're going to do sea grapes or the beach and those areas to help mitigate the erosion. The sea grape, the almond, seaside mango, they all assist in mitigating against these climate change and the erosion, coastal erosion.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO, and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
I'm Patricia Nicholson Richards.
Welcome to Tobago Update Sports. I'm your boy Marcus Daniel. Thank you.
Trinidad and looms as
remains when
the public is
nobody lives here. Oil and gas exploration continues to affect the livelihood.
Spearsides, marine
in Tobago fishermen.
When will the Roxboro Hospital be fully functional?
Of the 5 a.m. to 12 p.m. window at the islands,
treasures like the Golden
Waterfall to rise in Tobago.
Jack's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, buljoil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
Support brand cleaning products, tough on grind, yet gentle on you. In the kitchen, use only Support dishwashing liquid. Washing your clothes, use only Support liquid laundry detergent. Sanitizing your home, work, or any environment, then Support antibacterial multi-purpose cleaner is the brand for you. Ask for Support detergent products today, because we're a family. It's locally made with a great price, and everyone needs a little support.
I want to meet with you to share my personal testimony and other local testimonies. Call me now, Juliet Roberts, at 341-0715. The number again is 341-0715. God bless you.
John Boy, I got a call and they're asking me to talk to the nation, talk to people and tell them about getting vaccinated. Yeah. I'm not sure if I should or if it's the right thing for me to tell someone to get vaccinated.
Yeah, but you just came out from Tobago.
Yeah, and 3 of my friends passed. And that's when I realized, I really need to say something.
Similarly here, I have an insulin-dependent son, and so I had to get all my kids vaccinated. I didn't have a choice.
I made the choice because of my parents. But the question is, what or who do you love more than yourself for you to make the choice to protect yourself or protect them from you? Trouble again!
Trinidad and Tobago, let's stop the spread of COVID-19. Vaccinate today.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning. Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Good morning, viewers, and welcome to the Tobago Updates morning show. Yes, viewers, on March 2022, and we are coming to you this morning live from the Buku Marine Park as we continue to give God thanks for life. I am Julian Skeet.
And I am not Ria Richardson George. I am Candace Jackson, who is filling in this morning, but I'm so happy to be here, and I want to say a special good morning to Tobago, to Trinidad, and the rest of the Caribbean. Good morning, morning to you all from this very, very beautiful place on board Frankie's glass bottom boat as we are sailing all over the Buku Marine Park, Julian.
If you are seeing occasional movement from me, it is really for the effects as we get into tune.
And this is live, folks.
Yes.
Live.
The ride here of courtesy, Frankie's store, certainly on board with us this morning. Candice. Candice, how are you doing this morning?
Oh, I am just fine. We have the sun shining down on me and, you know, the sea breeze and everything like that. It's such a wonderful way to make up. And I think you were talking about that earlier this morning when we got here.
As we stood on the outside there, and, you know, Rhea has been putting me under some pressure for some time. And when I decide to wear the shorts this morning, Rhea isn't able to make it out. But don't worry, viewers. She's good. She's good. Just couldn't make it, not feeling a full 100 this morning. All right, Rhea, so we trust that you're getting some rest and relaxation as you watch us at home there smiling. We'll enjoy the outside for you, Rhea Richardson George.
And how can we not enjoy this? I mean, can you see this morning? I mean, it's just beautiful blue around us. And yes, even though I know some of you all are thinking, you know, we have some high wind alerts, but we are being out in capable hands. Yes. Frankie is captain of the boat and is no one safer that we feel to be with out here. We're monitoring the situation. It's not so bad as yet, so hopefully the winds don't pick up until a lot later on in the day when we are out of here.
Indeed. And you know, I'm so distracted, Candice.
Oh,
you know,
yes.
but we must touch on a bit of the current affairs. Yesterday was a heated day here in the Tobago space, in particular in the chamber, Candice.
Oh,
what did we witness yesterday?
Well, we witnessed a little bit of a showdown between two Bishopians. It is said that, you know, Mr. Kevin Morris had a lot of questions from Chief Secretary Fali Augustine, and what we saw, Chief Secretary did not hold back. He did not hold back. You know, there was, I mean, one of the questions in regards to some of the persons that were hired since the PDP took up office, and Mr. Augustine went on to read out the entire list of persons that included their salaries and what. And at one point in time, Mr. Morris got up and was like, you know, can we have this in writing instead? And then Mr. Augustine responded and said, well, no, you asked for all these details, so I am going to give it to you. And so he kept speaking until the time for oral answer was up.
And what I find interesting, because I had a chance to get a glimpse of the order paper for Tuesday, the 24th of March, and I want to make it very clear. I am curious as to the intent of the question. And just for the benefit of our viewers here on Tobago Updates, the specific question was actually from the minority leader, Kelvon Morris, as it relates to new employment across the divisions of the Tobago House of Assembly post December 6, 2021. Will the Chief Secretary please provide the following: a detailed listing by divisions of the name, positions, qualifications, remuneration, and category of employment of each worker engaged, short-term, contract, permanent, daily paid, relief, and temporary. What was the process of engagement for each employee hired, and C, what is the total monthly cost of the assembly for the engagement of these officers? Now, why I read the question is, I would really like to hear the minority leader give a clear indication as to the intent behind the question, because I wondered, even if I wanted to unveil something or to raise particular issues, I don't know that I would have wanted to put names out there. That's my severe discomfort at this point.
Salaries,
names
a lot
out
of
there.
personal details. And I mean, that information can be obtained under the Freedom of Information Act and so on, because those are public records. However, should it have been requested to be done in such a way?
But I almost feel, Candice, like, you know, if persons know I'm making $5,000, you might as well tell them my commitments as well. Right. You know, about 1,000 goes to the insurance, 500 to the credit union. Yep. So that way they don't think they can come for a loan.
I know, and then of course we had the revelation about, you know, upgrades that's been going on at the Chief Secretary residence. And we saw the Chief Secretary made a post, you know, there's been a lot of these rumors floating around about what has been spent, and he tried to distance himself and tried to ignore them, but of course the question came up. He provided the full details again, even down to like the $300 spent on a paint job.
All right, so we got to take a quick run off. Yes, we're on the outside with you. Remember to share the live, share the live, share the live.
MI4 Security Services Company is the most advanced security service in Tobago. Ask about our cash and transit service. It's safe, risk-free, reliable, and timely. We provide safe banking delivery for all business types and sizes with highly trained staff, 24/7 monitoring, coordinated emergency response, and a well-maintained fleet of armored vehicles. Contact us at 660-7723 or visit our website at www.mi4securitytt.com to sign up today.
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, buljoil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
Pot it with American Stores. Enjoy this fantastic, amazing offer. 3 items for one low price. Pot it with us at American Stores.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO, and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
I faked a migraine to skip my in-laws' anniversary.
I call all my girlfriends babe, so I don't mix up their names.
I always pick fights before my boyfriend's birthday, so I don't have to buy him a gift.
Some secrets are too good to keep, like the KFC secret recipe bucket with 9 pieces of chicken and 5 regular sides for $129. Only at KFC.
Are you looking for that all-in-one shopping experience? Then look no more. Visit Lamb's Best Mart for your grocery items, fruits and vegetables, drinks, home items, stationery, gift items, hampers, shopping gift cards, toiletries, small hardware items, and much more. We provide order and pickup service, even delivery to your door. We are your friendly community supermarket. Check us out today at Lamb's Best Mart, located at 22 Daniel Trace, Canby, or visit us on social media at Lamb's Best Mart.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning. Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Good morning, viewers, and welcome back to the Tobago Updates Morning Show, coming to you here live from the vessel with Frankie's Store. At where are we now, Candice?
We are still in the Buku Marine Park. We are heading towards Nyland Pool, man.
Beautiful, Candice. And if it's one thing I love here on the outside this morning, is the breeze. Feel that breeze.
My goodness.
Feel that
so
breeze.
Refreshing. The breeze has all the energy that we need right now.
Candice, for us, this particular show this morning is indeed historic.
Oh, yes.
It's my understanding and my information, folks, that yes, we're doing it different here again at the Tobago Updates Morning Show, as this is the first time that a morning show is being hosted live, on not just on the outside,
but in the water.
All right.
History in the making, folks.
Yes, yes. And if you're wondering if we're really going to test that water, have no fear. We've got Candice here. So Candice, just as we were wrapping this morning, we want to make sure and capture, even while we are on the outdoor, I know that we should have 2 birthdays on the lineup this morning.
Yes, we do.
2 birthdays for us on the lineup. We're just waiting for those photos to come up this morning as we send out birthday greetings from the Tobago Updates family.
Right.
All right, and at this point we're sending out birthday shout-outs to Kristen Salandi. Kristen Salandi, want to wish happy birthday. And in fact, Kristen is with us doing the news.
Kristen is one of us. She's our anchor on Friday night.
Yes.
So Kristen, very happy birthday to you.
All right, we will looking forward, Kristen, to you also joining us out here. But we'll make up for that later on. All right, and we also want to send birthday shout-outs to Alana Hamilton Williams. That's Alana Hamilton Williams. Birthday greetings going out to you, and we trust that you have an enjoyable celebration. Candice, I saw a video this morning, very interesting combination. Some refer to it as Dr. Mashup. Can I say anything else on air without getting into trouble?
Oh my goodness, I think we should err on the side of caution.
All right, folks, I will take the directives from the chief on board here with us this morning. From Candice on board here with us this morning. And we won't go in any further to that. But I really trust that we will see a greater level of responsibility coming out of this. When you occupy government quarters, you ought to understand that, you know, I grew up with my parents telling me, especially when things don't belong to you, you treat it with, you know, even more a greater sense of responsibility.
Of course, and then remember, it's your home for that point in time. So why should you not take care of it?
It begs the question: should we have a polite kind of policy that speaks to, in the event you sign it up front when you head into the resident, in the event that there are any damages or so, I will certainly take it from some form of remuneration.
Right, in the same way, like when you go to rent apartment or you even stay at a hotel and so on, if you ruin anything in there, if you wreck anything, you have to pay for it.
It's like some of my cousins said, if we damage stuff and so at school, you know, we get penalized for it. Who gets penalized for this? Who gets for this? All right, interesting. Very interesting stuff indeed. So viewers, Candice, we have a nice lineup for them this morning. For our viewers coming here from the outdoor.
All about fun vibes.
Yes.
Now we'll be chatting with Miss Alana Allen, one of my classmates.
It's a Bishopian kind of morning.
It's a Bishopian
carry on,
kind of morning. And we're going to be speaking with another Bishopian as well, in the form of Miss Brittany Romeo. 2 very beautiful women in our space who is going to be speaking to us about a special event that they are both collaborating on to, you know, to have in our space.
Excellent. And we're also chatting this morning, or is it chatting, or we'd be also adding to the history in the making, folks, where it is. We also have the opportunity to have a fashion show on board Frankie's store.
Yes,
all right,
very exciting stuff.
Yes, and that's really exciting. We're going to be seeing Nedra Waldron, owner and designer of Nedra's Fashion. Just Get Wet. It's the official launch. I say it again because it just get wet. All right, it's the official launch. Candice, let's leave it there before I get into trouble. You know, this is the point where you would put me in trouble.
Yes, well, folks, you just have to wait till later on in the show.
Certainly.
And
so we look forward to that excitement. The vessel is calming at this point.
Yes.
It seems to be slowing down at this point.
Yes.
Is this where I can step off safely, Candice?
Well, I mean, it's still a little bit deep where it is. I mean, I won't mind.
All right.
It's
so that's clear guidance for me there. If Candice isn't stepping off, I ain't going near at all. All right. We certainly want to thank all of you, those of you joining us here this morning at the Buku Marine Park. In this segment, who are we chatting with, Candice?
All right. Well, as I mentioned earlier, we were chatting with 2 very beautiful women, Alana Allen and Brittany Romeo. So good morning and welcome, guys.
Welcome.
Good morning, good morning.
And thank you for joining us on this boat. How are you guys feeling this morning?
To be honest, this is so amazing because, as you said, this is history making. We're in the middle of the Nine Pool, and you can see how, and I wish our viewers could see it as well because it's so relaxing, so nice and calming. Like, wow, I'm blessed this morning. That's all I can say.
It's the kind of way to wake up.
Yes, it is. I think that we live on the greatest island on the earth right now.
So kudos to Tobago Updates because this is bucket list worthy right now.
Well done. So we're going to be chatting about the event that you have upcoming this weekend. Who's going to start for us?
Well, Wellness Weekend this Sunday coming up, and we thought that it would have been a nice way to kickstart this weekend by joining you guys here at the beautiful Nylon Pool. What a great way to set the tone for the activities that we have coming up on Sunday.
All right, and then this is a special collaboration between you guys.
Yes.
So, Brittany, tell me a little bit about that collaboration.
So, because of how this is actually Alana's 1 year in business under Evolve, she was talking to me about, okay, what she wants to do, because last year when she launched, I was there and I was helping and I was actually hosting. She did the presentation and we were thinking, you know, because you've inspired so many women already, what about if we actually give back? And so that is how it came together, and we started thinking about what would be the perfect venue, what we want to do, who do we want to feature, and it has been an amazing journey just seeing how we work together and even to work with some of the most amazing service providers in Tobago who are predominantly women as well. So it's really going to be about celebrating women, and of course this month was all about International Women's Day and Women's History Month. So it's a nice tie-in together, and of course this is all about Tobago because we call Tobago the capital of paradise, and we can see so many opportunities for wellness tourism and well-being, so why not link it together and actually be having it as an amazing venue, the Chateau in Healing Garden, and it's going to be an amazing time.
So ladies, we have seen as we're speaking Women's Wellness Weekend.
Yes.
Evolved by Alana and Bree has certainly become brands that stand out there. Tell us, in just in terms of a quick snapshot, what would you say is one of the outstanding achievements for Evolve over the last year, as well as venturing out there, Bree?
I think impact, the ability to really influence persons in a positive manner, in a positive space. Even under Evolve, we look at 4 cornerstones. As you know, I'm all about make money, manage money, good, right? That is the premise on which I stand. You know, I think that for a person to truly be the best version of themselves, they need to touch those 4 cornerstones. And I think in this space, I have been really working hard, especially in the area of financial literacy, to get Tobagonians, Trinidadians, a matter of fact, work throughout the Caribbean, to place more focus on it, particularly now that we are coming out of the cups of a pandemic. So for me, part of this journey would have really been the impact that I would have had to make, but the support has been overwhelming, and it really goes to show the power of collaboration and being able to work alongside persons, because a lot of persons just jumped on board and helped me on this journey. So it's in my 1 year anniversary. I just want to say thank you to each and every person who would have collaborated with me, who would have liked, who would have shared, who would have, I don't know, thank you so much. To me, it seems like 10 years already, right? But it has been truly an enjoyable journey.
And you know, if you pay attention to social media at all, you've been seeing Evolve everywhere. I mean, and it is something wonderful to get involved with. But Alana, I just want you to, Brittany, both of you, I guess, you can tell me a little bit about some of the things that we can expect to experience on this Women's Wellness Weekend.
So one of the key areas that we are really excited about is the fact that we're going to be having a live discussion with different women from all walks and lengths of Tobago, and they're going to be sharing insight into their lives, whether how they balance, especially professionals, some might be moms, some might be business owners, and all talking about inspiring the next generation of women as to be able to step up and to be able to see how we can take ownership and take in the workplace and outside the workplace. And what I really love about the weekend is actually that we're going to be having wellness spots. So this is mainly that we have different segments to focus on different areas of your wellness, whether it be spiritual wellness, whether it be physical, whether it be even financial wellness. And that is also very important because you want to have a multifaceted and multi-dynamic woman. And of course, here's a brunch. And the brunch is going to be curated by one of the best chefs in Tobago to ensure that you can have an amazing time, because I don't know if you're familiar with the Chateau, but once you walk into that space, it takes you into a different world. It's really safe to relax, to enjoy yourself, to network with other women, because I think more networking opportunities are needed in Tobago so that you be able to see how we can grow and to see how we can tap into your potential as well, and even to be able to have other segments as well. So we definitely don't want to miss it. We have an amazing woman DJ. I don't know.
Of course.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
An amazing time curating a vibe, and I know that we're going to really take advantage of it, and we're just going to celebrate women. So it's all about that.
So Alana, tell us, Women's Wellness Weekend taking place this Sunday. Give us an idea of the time, and persons hearing this information, how can they get involved? How can they connect?
Right, so we are starting, it's going to be between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. on Sunday, and we're going to be starting off with a lovely brunch, and at the end we have a special surprise for you guys. So you need to be there if you want to experience our Women's Wellness Weekend.
Alright, is there a price attached for participation?
Yes, there is a price attached, so it's only $400 to participate. And if it is that you come with your bestie, because you know us girls, we like to roll together, so we have a bestie package for $700, and we also have a GT package, which we call a girl tribe package. So Candice, you could bring a whole tribe of 5 girls, right? But we're all about creating a space where women can be able to empower women. I love to say that evolved women help to evolve women. So it's all about us celebrating our journeys and learning from each other, growing from each other, evolving from each other.
You know, as you said that, quick side note question, is there MS Meal Spectator package? As we observe the women's wellness week. I don't want to leave out, you know, parks and, you know, all the entire team there that's nudging me. You know, I'm anticipating the nudge.
Well, we're looking for male masseuse. So if it is that, you know, that's a position that you can fill, right? And you come and treat us women. I think we deserve it.
This is the point where Ria would say, party on the inside, party on the inside. So go ahead, Candice.
Well, that's certainly a lot to look forward to. And can you tell me a little bit about, you know, what are you hoping women to walk away? What's one thing you're hoping women to walk away from this Wellness Weekend?
So you know how we see for this day is all about gender equality today across the world.
Yes.
We are seeing it as an opportunity where we have these open conversations where it's very important so that we can highlight how women can be able to develop themselves and so I think that is what we need to do this one. And so I think it's as well.
I know.
That when women come across, they be like, you know what, I think it's an amazing time that we just like, I want to
But Candice, let's say, how many women actually take time for themselves?
That's a good
point. You understand? So we are creating an environment where you can just chill, lime, vibe with your girls, and be empowered at the same time. And you're gonna leave relaxed, refreshed. When's the last time you had a good laugh? It's been hard for the last 2 years. We've been growing as moms and as women and trying to balance it all. So you're gonna leave feeling refreshed and invigorated to want to take on the rest of 2022. That is our hope and our desire. And we want people leaving saying, yo, Miss Allen, Bree, tell us about next year. That's what we want to hear.
So one of the things we want to touch on, usually a concern. How do you ensure the management of this kind of empowerment of women does not borderline or get to the extent where it is you can no longer live in harmony with men? You know, I've got to look out for my men folk. How do you, what exactly are you promoting in that context, just so that some women understand?
So here's the thing. I am a strong believer that our men are business, and that once you talk about gender equality, you also need to have the influence and the incorporation of men into the space. Because of course, men become fathers, they become husbands, they are brothers, they are there to support us, and they should always be a part of the conversation as well when we talk about gender equality.
Right, excellent.
Oh my goodness, and folks, we're actually sailing into the island.
Yes, oh my God, and I'm loving it right now.
Beautiful.
I know, I'm a little bit distracted.
and folks, that's rare because Candice is so accustomed she'd be the one on the water at the moment, but up here she's a little distracted. Just recap again for the benefit of our viewers joining us here on the live, when it's taking place, what time is it taking place, the cost, where can they make contact in order to ensure that they are part of this Wellness Weekend?
Alright, so our Wellness Weekend, guys, is going down. It is this Sunday at the Healing Garden, located at Le Chateau in Mount Pleasant. It will be from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. We have a powerful lineup of speakers. We have some lovely activities. Come experience our wellness, but come interact with me and Bree and all the other women that would be there. For the small fee of a contribution, I would like to call it, of $400. And of course, you could always ask about our deals and our packages, because we want women to come out. We want women to come and experience what we have to offer. So if it is that you are interested right now, listen, for anybody who signs up today, we are going to offer you a ticket for $350.
So get on board.
You don't want to miss it.
And how can they get in contact with you?
787-8362. You can call 787-8362, and you can also contact Bria.
778-6427. But if you are watching live on Facebook, just go to our pages on Instagram at Bria Romeo Experiences or Evolve 360, or even on Facebook at Alana Allen, Evolve 360 or Bria Romeo, and you'll be able to see it.
Lovely.
Just go directly and we'll connect one time.
You spoke to something there, and I'm wondering if you want to. We want a little sneak peek into who some of these speakers or presenters are going to be. Who can they look forward to?
So, why not?
Go ahead, yes. Yes, of course.
So we're just wondering, because we want our viewers to get, Candice, it's important for our viewers to get that insight here on the Tobago Updates morning show. Any of those you want to share for us?
So, of course, when it comes to wellness, and we did talk about the wellness part, so physical wellness, spiritual wellness, financial wellness. One of the key things we're going to do in our key market event is that we're going to be having a makeover service, and we're going to be having Genevieve from Makeup by Genevieve.
Yes.
Beauty. You know her, she's an amazing makeup artist who has a lot of experience, so she's going to share with you here some of the tips and tricks on how to get so that's one of our things. We're also going to have spiritual wellness. We have a Hannah, and she does her yoga, so she's going to be there to bring present and empowerment and spirituality to our center.
Alana, who is that?
And then we have
special
Liz Tyler Small. She's been doing a lot of work in this space to help women with their reproductive health and stuff like that. And for instance, there are a lot of diseases and conditions that affect women that we don't pay attention to. So she'll be coming to speak to that, to how we can manage the wellness of the V, right? And I'm just going to say the V, right? In addition to that, we have a new author on the block who will be coming to, and she'll be sitting on our live panel discussion, which is Miss Melissa Craig Williams, and we are so excited.
Of course. Another classmate of ours, Alana.
Yes. I think we have some very accomplished other women on our panel.
Of course.
Have to think about it as well.
I am suspecting very strongly as we wrap this morning's interview. Viewers, have no fear. I will ensure that I make some effort to be there along with Parks so that we can indeed spectate and be best positioned to bring the updates to you come Monday morning. All right? So we certainly want to thank these ladies for joining us.
Thank you.
In this segment, and we encourage you, go on and connect with them in terms of participating in this weekend's Women's Wellness. All right? Woo, Candice.
I think it's time for a break.
Yes, the energy is very high out here, and I'm seeing the excitement on the live here as well. Our youth host Jenny Campbell in the mix, Latoya Hosford, Stacy Sandy Doyle, V. Sim Fred, Kellyanne Jones, hey, my family in the mix, Joan Phillips Pierre, Natalie Kojo Nelson. Yes, thank you all so much. This is not a recording.
This is live.
We are coming
live
to you
on the
live.
Marine Park. We
all right.
Passed over the Coral Gardens, and we're moving around some.
All right, so we're coming to you here live this morning, courtesy, we're on the vessel of none other than the most experienced himself. If you don't know him in the Tobago space, having visited from the region or the world at large, something is wrong. Frankie Tours most definitely taking us safely on the outside here. Viewers, we want to remind you, this is your opportunity. This is not a tagline. This is an action you're required to carry out. Pause, share the live, share the live, share the live.
Tobago Glass Supplies has Been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supply specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
I faked a migraine to skip my in-laws' anniversary.
I call all my girlfriends babe, so I don't mix up their names.
I always pick fights before my boyfriend's birthday, so I don't have to buy him a gift.
Some secrets are too good to keep, like the KFC secret recipe bucket with 9 pieces of chicken and 5 regular sides for $129. Only at KFC.
Are you looking for that all-in-one shopping experience? Then look no more. Visit Lamb's Best Mart for your grocery items, fruits and vegetables, drinks, home items, stationery, gift items, hampers, shopping gift cards, toiletries, small hardware items, and much more. We provide order and pickup service, even delivery to your door. We are your friendly community supermarket. Check us out today at Lamb's Best Mart, located at 22 Daniel Trace Canby, or visit us on social media at Lamb's Best Mart.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning.
This is the Tobago Updates morning show, and we are coming to you here, folks, live. Candice, where are we live from?
Live from the Coral Gardens in Buku Marine Park on board Frankie's glass bottom tour vessel. So good morning and welcome to everyone, and of course I'm going to go around on this side. Excuse
folks,
me, please.
we started on the top. We started
on
upstairs,
the top,
on the upper deck, Candice, and we're so pleased particularly to be here on this vessel with none other than the man himself, well known in this Tobago space. Who is he, Candice?
Mr. Michael Frank, better known as Frankie. who's going to be showing us a little bit about the coral gardens. And folks, I mean, normally I would be in the water, so we're giving you the tourist experience, right? So, Mr. Frankie, good morning and welcome to you. We are happy to be on board with you.
Good morning to you all, and good morning to the whole of Trinidad and Tobago and all the listening public. We are here at the Coral Gardens, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about what you can see and hear about this beautiful spot. As you look down, you realize that we are looking at a lot of beautiful corals shells. But just to give you an idea as to what we are and what we are doing, before I go into telling you about all these beautiful corals and fishes, Buku Reef starts from the tip of Buku and is stretched in a horseshoe format all the way to the tip of Pigeon Point. Inside of the Buku Reef, there are two main areas, the Coral Gardens and the Reef Flats. And here, as you can know, is the Coral Gardens. As you look down, you will see a lot of beautiful fishes and corals. I'm going to tell you a little bit about some of them that you can see. Let's start about the fishes. There are three different levels of fishes that you can find here at the Buku Reef. The top levels is what we call the pelagic fishes. They don't basically live here at the Buku Reef, but they feed everywhere in all the spaces that they can find food. These fish are the fast-moving fishes like barracudas, bonitos, kingfish, anything that can move very quickly from place to place. Below that you have the standard reef dwellers, and those are some like the parrotfish, you have the angelfish, you have a lot of butterfly fish, you have a variety of these beautiful fishes that people like to see. Below those, you have some of the more important fish, as I would like to see, and these are what I consider the bottom dwellers. These are the fishes that live mainly in the holes, and you can find them in nice caves underneath. In most cases, you do not see these fishes because they are great at camouflage. They can hide easily among the rocks. So it's one idea, it's a very bad idea when you're in the water to actually get down to the bottom, because if you step on some of these fishes, like for instance, the stonefish, better known as Tobago, you'll find that these can cause very serious irritation and pain, which might end up in hospital in most cases. Also down there in the bottom, you have a lot of eels. Let's talk about the moray eel, for instance. This is the biggest of all the species that you will live here. It's big, dark greenish, sometimes could even get dark brownish to blackish depending on the age. These are very aggressive, and if you're in the bottom and you also get in their part, they're definitely going to take a small bite. So to avoid all this, I recommend that if you're in the bottom, stay away. I know down there is beautiful, there are lots of lobsters, there are lots of turtles, and there are lots of all the beautiful fish you can see, but just use your common sense if you're on any reef, not just particular Buku Reef, or any reef, and avoid touching the bottom. And there's another reason why I don't like people to touch the bottom. There are very small particles that grow on corals, for instance, that are called punips. These very small particles, they take millions of them to build the founding block of the reef, which is the corals. And if you step on this, you will kill billions of them in one touch. So to avoid all that, it's a good idea not to even touch it or go close to it. In terms of coral, as you look down, you can see a beautiful finger coral waving there. This is actually a soft coral, and there are a variety of other soft corals. You have the sea fan, you have the sea whip, you have the sea rod. All these are considered soft corals. Between these soft corals, you have a variety of hard corals. And as you walk through, you see the mountainous starved coral, and that's right there is a beautiful parrotfish and some sergeant majors. We just sit up there. But let me go back to corals. Some of the main popular corals you can see here, as I said, the mountainous star corals, better known as the potato corals. You also will have a variety of staghorn coral, elkhorn coral, and there you are, beautiful angelfish just come up to greet us. These angelfish actually feed on the crustacean that is below the boats. So from time to time that they will come up and just feed around nicely.
Frankie, tell us a little bit. You have such a wealth of knowledge in this field. You don't have to have a script. You don't have it pre-recorded to just play on the vessel. You just flow with this. How tell us about that experience that brought you to this point to really sell this Tobago experience in such a unique way.
Okay, well, first of all, I grew up in the small village of Castara. My parents and grandparents are all fishermen, hunters, farmers. So I grew up basically in the marine space. As I grew up and I went through high school, the first job I got was a reef patrol officer. So I worked for the THA in the government for 21 years on this particular Buku Reef every day as a reef patrol officer. I learned a lot from my elders in that time, and also do a variety of training courses. on every different sector. Thanks to Fisheries Tobago, they actually taught me a lot about most of this marine space. And then after that, I have lots of years just to practice and perfect it. So now it's not, I don't need a script, I don't need anything. It's just natural. There's so much to talk about in this space that it's impossible to say it all. I'm just touching through very small bits of it so that the viewer could understand what's really taking place here.
Especially for those who have never been on a reef before, right? But I just also want to ask you a little bit about, I mean, we've had the pandemic for the past 2 years. We've had less traffic on the reef and so on. Has that had any impact? Because we know that the Buku Reef has gone through some trials over the past years. It's not the same as it used to be when you were a young boy. So has there been any improvement that you've seen?
Definitely. The Buku Reef has changed dramatically over this last 2 years. As you could see for yourself, the coral are in a really good condition. It looked like if it was this condition 15 years ago. Wow. It's in such a perfect condition that I was surprised at the vast change in which has happened in just a short 2 years. As you can see, it's all alive, it's very colorful, everything is intact. Actually, this is the best time I've seen the reef in over 10 years. It's exceeded my expectation as to how good it is.
So the pandemic was
helped
a good thing.
A lot.
It has certainly helped. Now, Frankie, we have viewers joining us throughout Trinidad and Tobago, within the region, of course, who admire the fact that we have this expanse a little bit more than. They may find it there, but not as good as Tobago when they get here. But more importantly, those joining us in the world, give us a quick run through. What is the Frankie tour experience from the time you picked me up at the lagoon?
To be honest with you, I like to brand this as just fun. This is a tour, but I like to mix a little business with pleasure. In order for you to get the full experience of what Frankie Tours does, you have to join in with the fun part of it. It might be an educational tour, but I have a way of mixing education with fun. I like to pump up the vibes. I like people to get excited and see something that could, arise them. I let them feel excited about Tobago. So if you just stick to the script of being just education, you lost that. You have to learn to balance that. Balance that with the fact that, okay, we can come out here, you could jump on a boat, you could drink some rum punch, you could listen to some nice soca music. And that's the mix I try to keep always.
Excellent, excellent. So it's not just because I've had the experience. I want to say thank you very much. And viewers, it is a must. It is a must. And in fact, I like the fact he didn't mention it, but these tours happen at day. And there are also the options for night. Yes, so you get a different kind of experience depending on when you choose to come on the tour.
Yeah.
All right, and I know that there has been some criticisms in the past about parties on the reefs and so on. And how do you balance that with the environmental sensitivity that you need to have when you're out in something like this?
All right. For starter, you don't do a party in the pandemic. That's for starter. And secondly, you don't do the parties on the reef if you have to do a party. Where you're going to do a party is going to be in some place that's extremely calm. So you're talking about places like Nyland Pool, or maybe just in the back of Wind Hole, or anywhere that is extremely calm. Remember, if you people want to go out and have a nice stand dance, and you don't want them shaking all over. So you have to put it in a position where it's extremely calm and there is less impact of wave or water movements. Particularly, party could be damaging to the reef. The reason being, just in case people decide to throw plastic or anything overboard. That's why we have a strict procedure. When you're on board, you always use the bins. So not to put anything that's environmentally damaging to the reef and the water.
Because that's very important.
I know there was this big party that took place. I wasn't here, but I know about it. You understand? And we actually came here on another day and just did a dive, snuck a dive, just to check to see if there was any impact of plastic or glass in the water. You see, this is our space, and we have to make sure and maintain this space. So we clean anything that we see in there. There was not much to clean, but we did whatever liquor was there, and we take what was there before they was even out here.
Excellent. So, as we prepare to wrap this interview, Frankie, and allow you to head back to the captain's chair, just tell, for the benefit of our viewers, how do they make contact with Frankie's Tours and Rentals? Because they've just got a glimpse this morning, and they are interested in booking that next vacation. So head to Tobago.
All right, well, we are on a variety of platforms. You can find us on Instagram at Frankie Tours. You can find us at Facebook. Same Frankie Tours. You can find us on TikTok. We have a website, Frankie Tours, and then we have variety of phone numbers. Personally, if you want to call me direct, you can use 394-4553 or 681-3717. These are direct contact to me. We also have an office that you can check into. We also have a lot of ads via magazines, maps, brochures, billboard, variety. We have been doing this a long time, so we're quite well organized. We operate with a lot of tour operators, we operate with a lot of hotels and guest houses. So we have the field covered on many sides.
Excellent. And this is the opportunity to let persons know. Folks know it's not only limited to external and international guests. Frankie ensures that he also caters to giving the locals that same kind of experience and to enjoy what we have here. So thank you very much, Frankie's Tours, this morning, folks. Yes, he's not just here about an interview. We're on the vessel. We are here live in the Buku Marine Park. It is, Candice?
Right, and over the Coral Gardens.
Being able to enjoy what we have to offer. We want to thank all of you continuing to join us via TV, via radio. Those of you joining us online, yes, we are enjoying this for you. And thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned and remember to share the live, share the live, share the live, share the experience.
Lovely.
MI4 Security Services Company is the most advanced security service in Tobago. Ask about our cash and transit service. It's safe, risk-free, reliable, and timely. We provide safe banking delivery for all business types and sizes with highly trained staff, 24/7 monitoring, coordinated emergency response, and a well-maintained fleet of armored vehicles. Contact us at 660-7723 or visit our website at www.mi4securitytt.com to sign up today.
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, bull joil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
Pot it with American Stores. Enjoy this fantastic, amazing offer. 3 items for one low price. Pot it with us at American Stores.
Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning. Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
This day in Tobago history. Did you know that on March 25th, 1802, Tobago's fate was determined with the stroke of a pen in Amiens, France? According to historytoday.com, 220 years ago, the Treaty of Peace was signed by Joseph Bonaparte, the brother of Napoleon Bonaparte, and Charles Cornwallis, the first Marquess Cornwallis. The NapoleonicWars.net states that Joseph Bonaparte was proposed by France to negotiate the Treaty of Amiens because he had previously negotiated the Treaty of Lunéville. The Lunéville Treaty was signed by France and Austria in 1801. Marquess Cornwallis was selected to represent the United Kingdom as ambassador plenipotentiary for the Amiens Treaty. Cornwallis was a former Lord Lieutenant of Ireland and Governor General of Bengal. He was a soldier as opposed to a statesman, and it was argued that it would impress Napoleon, who was a military man himself. The Treaty of Amiens was struck to secure peace across Europe, which it did for exactly 14 months from March 1802 until May 1803. And though it marked the end of the French Revolutionary Wars, it set the stage for the Napoleonic Wars. Ironically, the treaty represents the only period of general peace in Europe from 1793 to 1814. Most of the back and forth before the treaty was signed concerned which territories would be ceded. Originally, Britain offered to return all her military conquests during the war, except for Ceylon, which is modern-day Sri Lanka, Malta, Trinidad, Tobago, Guadeloupe, and Martinique, in return for which the French would restore Egypt to Turkey. This was refused by France, which proposed keeping Egypt in return for Britain retaining Mysore in India. When all was said and done, Britain agreed to return nearly all of her colonial gains with the exception of Ceylon and Trinidad. This meant that Tobago, which was under French rule from 1783 to 1791, was to go back to France. Keith Lawrence, in his journal article, The Restoration of Tobago to France in 1802, published in the Journal of Caribbean History, presents the question of why. Why would Britain, having deliberately taken Tobago from France in 1791 and being aware that its white inhabitants wished to remain under British sovereignty, hand the island back to France when the Peace of Amiens came to be signed in 1802? The question is particularly interesting when one contemplates the fact that Tobago had been of interest to all the European powers since the early 17th century, and efforts at establishing European settlements there had no enduring success until the British did so in the 1760s. You've been watching This Day in Tobago History. My name is Devon Adana. Back to you.
Good morning, viewers, and welcome back to the Tobago Update Morning Show, coming to you here
live from the Buku Marine Park. And Candice, you know, you're so tempted naturally to say the Buku Reef.
Of course, yes, we're here. I mean, the sun is getting higher in the sky and the wind is picking up. It's just a beautiful morning.
Candice, the energy is high. As we enjoy the space here, we are enjoying what Tobago has to offer.
And Tobago has a lot. I mean, we're in like overrated in Island Pool. I was like, no, there's a reason why this is well known around the world.
And it is something we ought to feel extremely proud about in terms of being able to be out here once again, Candice. Folks, this is not a recording. This is the Tobago Updates morning show coming to you here live in the Buku Marine Park, showcasing what we have to offer here in Tobago to Trinidad, to the region, and the world at large. Candice, I'm told I'm hearing soca music in the background. Anyone who knows me knows that I'm a lover of soca music. I'm seeing fashion coming up, Candice. Who do we have up in this segment?
Oh, well, we have Miss Lisa, who is going to be talking to us. I mean, as you said, we have a lot to showcase. She has a lot for us to showcase here today because she is going to be talking about her line of swimwear. She's a fashion designer. So welcome to you, Miss Deidre, and good morning.
Hi, good morning.
And how are you doing this morning? How are you feeling on the outside?
Wonderful.
I love it.
Beautiful. So I want to start off by asking you, for those who are not as familiar, tell us a little bit about yourself, particularly in this fashion industry.
Well, I was born in Tobago and I attended CAFD, the Caribbean Academy of Fashion Design, and I have been sewing for about 9 years, and this is just what I'm passionate about. This is what I do. Yeah.
Today you're about to launch a swim line.
Yeah.
Before we go into talking about that a little bit more, but is swimwear your choice of fashion, or is it just
well, as you know, I'm a Tobagonian and the beach is very much a part of my lifestyle, and this is just an extension of that. So I don't like to box myself into any category per se.
Alright, I want to get a sense of anything about you. What would have been your inspiration to head into this fashion realm? When did you get that? That is the thing.
Actually, I started off as a model in the fashion industry way back when, like a couple years ago, when it used to have Tobago Fashion Weekend. And I saw designers like Delia Allen and stuff, Claudia Pegas, all these big local designers were showing their pieces, and that was when I was just a teenager around 14, 15, and I decided this is what I wanted to do. Yeah.
Alright, and tell me a little bit about some of the pieces that you do. Some of the things that you've been proud about over the years.
Okay, I have done 2 collections so far, my juiced collection and my molasses collection. So those are the 2 collections that I'm very proud of so far. And I'm continuing with my Just Get Wet swimsuit line here today. Yes.
So Candice, are we ready? Are we ready?
I think we are. Those are there waiting and ready.
Are we ready?
So as we start, you can go ahead and you can just tell us about those pieces that are being modeled as they come in. So tell us a little bit about the line itself.
Okay. Well, the Just Get swimsuit line was inspired by the COVID lockdown and the urge to just get wet. And I envisioned all the different colors that I wanted to get wet in. So here's the Just Get Wet swimsuit line.
Very simple.
Very simple. Yeah,
But
quite effective as well.
Very
quite effective.
Yes. I mean, get wet. Let's
yes.
get wet.
You're in Tobago, you got no other choice. You got no other choice in experiencing it. All right. So we're looking forward to welcoming the ladies on the runway. Yes, viewers, this is your time. No, we're not going to a break. Just share that live. Share that energy for us. Share that live and share that energy as we prepare to see these lovely ladies on the runway.
All right. So
what can we look out for? What's coming up at the start for us?
Yes. The outfits can speak for themselves.
Ah, all right.
Okay,
so let's go.
Yeah.
This is a combination here.
Also, she's wearing a cover-up with a pink bikini. And she's wearing a more structured top with her bikini to give her a more classy look. With cutouts on the side. And this is all fabulous curvy diva in her trover and high-waisted purple bikini. Anybody could pull off a bikini, yes.
And I like the branding on them, Candice, in terms of Nedra's fashion.
That is very important.
And here is the diva in all red. She came to impress.
I like this. Very interesting.
Very bright.
Yes.
Very beautiful as well.
The cutouts is the trend throughout the line that I was working with.
Nice.
The cutouts and the sheer material. This is a wrap that has a peace sign in it because the war in Ukraine started and I just wanted to put a message of peace in the line as well.
A little more adventurous.
Yes.
Supporting the cause.
Supporting the cause. And this is with our male look. It's a hooded shirt top. I know we don't wear hoodies on the beach, so I wanted to wear a hoodie and put the hoodie on the beach.
So you're catering to men as well?
Yeah.
In the designs here at Nedra's Fashion.
If you want to cover up your body while you swim and still look fashionable, this is the ideal look for you.
That top may work excellent for me while I'm in my workout
We
phase.
cater to everybody, all age groups, all sizes. And this is a wonderful monokini. Some cutouts as well.
Yes,
very all-inclusive.
Yes.
Nedra, I suspect I know this model. Is this mommy as well your support base?
This is my #1 supporter.
Excellent. That's the family approach that we take most
and
definitely.
coming up is my aunt.
Very nice.
My family is fully supporting me. I'm very happy about that.
So these are the whole suit combinations.
Yes, the monokinis.
The mommy-kini you call it. Nice.
Yes, this is a diva here working it all right. It don't get hotter than this right here.
I know.
And you know what I love about your designs is that it is for every body type.
Yes, for everybody.
Every body type, every age.
Yes. So she's coming back on with a different wrap. So we have different cover-ups. So depending on your personality and vibe, we can find something to suit you.
So this one is the yellow combination.
Yeah,
Nice.
this is for the more sexy girls. You don't want to be covered down. Yes.
I can only see Tobago love here as I sit aside.
And now we're showing the bikinis with all the cover-ups.
Very nice.
Cutouts on the side. And it emphasizes her shape and everything.
And you know, I love the comfort in terms of the design.
Yeah, it's not too exposing. It covers just enough.
Correct.
To be modest and sexy at the same time.
Yes, viewers, I'm taking it all in for you. Keyshawn Andrews saying, "Go, mommy!" Yes, certainly. The energy and excitement here.
And so this is
she is enjoying the rocking of the boat here. Looking fabulous in her red. She's killing it. Fatness just came back.
And just you have a few cutouts on the side again, depending on the style.
It really emphasizes her body shape and frame and showcases her natural body shape. We don't see. Ooh, I got distracted there.
I suspect you and Candice.
Well, that was the male swim trunks. You see what it does to the woman. It just distracts them like that. Simple and effective. And this is for me.
So we're seeing the pink, the yellow, the purple, the red and blue. Yes, the white and pink combination. I love the peace signs.
Yes, peace.
#1 supporter in the mix. All right, Candice, you'll have to cover the guy. I'm focused on the ladies.
Of course. Christina, can you tell me a little bit about, just that process of creating these swimsuits and what it has been like for you?
It was honestly just a fun experience. It wasn't exactly a collection. It was just a flow of energy. I literally just pick up my pencil and start sketching. I didn't put that much thought into it, to be honest. But I just allowed my creativity to flow and just guide me.
And what about getting the materials to create these swimsuits? Were they easy or hard? Like, what's it been like?
No, I get my materials. I travel to New York and I get my materials and come back.
All right, and you're seeing, you're really appealing and making that connection. We have viewers on the live indicating, yes, bring on us plus women. Yes! Not the fact that you're catering far and wide. Some are saying, see you all at Easter, please God. Yes! People are ready to come in. How do they connect with you, whether via social media, phone, those persons who are seeing these pieces?
Instagram, Facebook.
All right. What do they look for? What's your handle?
Nedra Fashion. Nedra_fashion. Nedra Fashion. I'll come up once you search that.
All right. So Candice, there's much to look forward to. Candice, which piece you think you were most interested in there?
I think I was eyeing that pink piece.
Very nice. Yes, folks, we know that Candice is quite adventurous. I think I particularly like the combination of the red. The red in the sense that with the coverall, it gave you that if you wanted to be, a little more, I'm outside, yes.
And that elegant
yes,
look.
But very, I love the creativity that we most certainly saw there. What can we look forward to? What can we look forward to? Because
I'm currently in the creative stages of my next collection. It's an evening wear collection, so it's going to be like glamorous dresses. I don't want to say too much.
Well, we just hope that when it's time to launch this new collection, we will be consulted.
Of course.
I suppose there's only one place for Nedra's fashion to launch.
Only
it's on the Tobago updates.
Amen.
All right. So again, just as we look to wrap this morning's interview, Candice, do we have more coming? Do we have more?
We might have more.
We might have some. We might have some more in the mix.
Viewers.
Remind our viewers again in terms of being able to connect with you.
Nedra Fashion on Facebook and Instagram. Just message me directly, and I will take care of you.
All right. And just give us an average. What do these pieces come at in terms of the average cost, the broader range?
About $400.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought you was about to say 4,000.
That's just about the price.
Right, on an average, yeah.
All right, so it's just about 400. Certainly affordable in terms of making that connection. Thank you so much for joining us live on the outside with this fashion show.
My pleasure, my pleasure.
Candice, we are in that final segment this morning. Wow, it's been beautiful. It's been beautiful.
I have loved this.
Candice,
I absolutely love this.
Doesn't it feel great to be a part of history?
Oh, of course.
I know. And to be on the outside here with you folks, I think this by far certainly stands out as one of the very outstanding, in terms of our outside broadcast coming to you here from the Tobago Updates morning show.
And with Tobago Updates, we're always all about pushing the limits. There's a lot more in the pipeline, folks. I mean, these are just...
this is just a taste. This is just a taste. And you see the excitement and energy here. Rhea Richardson, George, sending some love your way. Looking forward to having you here. We miss you. See you on Monday morning, Rhea. And I'm going to tell you about all the energy and dives that Candice did off air.
Of course. I mean, we can't not be here and not have a little fun too.
Certainly. So those of you joining us on Gaia, M&E TV, Smash Radio, those of you joining us via YouTube, joining us online via our website, and those of you on social media, please continue to connect with us every step of the way. Thank you so much for the love and support. Well, Candice, this is where you got to remind us about those protocols.
Of course, folks. I mean, we if you want to be in touch with Frankie Tours, just look him up on Facebook, on Instagram, and of course we want to send a huge thank you to Frankie Tours for hosting us and for taking us. I mean, we couldn't trust anybody else to take us out in such grand fashion. I mean, having a fashion show on board. I mean, again, thank you to Frankie.
I got a little uneasy there. Parks is near the steering wheel, and then I look a little bit more to my left, and I said, Frankie is there, so we are safe.
We are safe.
So viewers, thank you so much again, and we want to remind you, ensure that you make every effort to take on that personal responsibility to wear your mask.
Sanitize.
All right. And make every effort to socially distance. Let's get the music. Can I rise and not fall, folks? Can I rise and not fall?
We'll see on this
There ain't no stopping till it's over. I wanna get up out my chair, cause everybody's getting so lazy. Don't want nobody touch my hair, cause a lot of sisters acting too crazy, and I'm not tough like this. and them not nice like this. Some can't take it when you talk true sense. Rather hear the words I glorify nonsense. Yes, and I got my brain, and I'm pretty like my mama. I don't wanna pick your brain. I just want the microphone. Take the mask off your face and look at me face to face. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Put a smile on your